opened up coal. We were closing all our coal mines all over the country, and yet we still have a lot of coal. We use the generating plants of coal because it's the strongest, and we're doing coal.
Coal miners, coal is back. Beautiful. I said you can't use the word coal unless you precede it by saying clean, beautiful coal. Coal is the single most reliable, durable, secure, and powerful form of energy. It's cheap, incredibly efficient, high density, and it's almost indestructible. You could drop a bomb on it, and it's going to be there for you to use the next day. We're ending Joe Biden's war on beautiful, clean coal once and for all, and it wasn't just Biden, it was Obama.
What's with the dropping the bomb on coal? How is that a part of this conversation? I mean, I guess a solar panel would break if you dropped a bomb on it, but I don't think that should really drive our energy policy. But anyway, it is no secret that Donald Trump loves to performatively talk about coal. This guy, of course, would never spend 1 minute off the cameras with an actual coal miner. He would never, ever go into an actual coal mine, which at least in this one case, I can say I've at least done that. But this dude loves to talk about coal and coal miners. But it turns out that when you actually go into coal country and you talk to them, they're kind of getting a little bit tired of Donald Trump and his broken promises. And recently, Bernie Sanders went to talk to people in coal country, and it seemed like they were actually kind of interested in his message. Take a look.
I say that I think the United States should do what every other major country on earth does: guarantee health care to all people as a human right. Are you going to think I'm a communist and a terrible person?
I think if people listen, if you talk the way that you did, and you're so reasonable, like they've painted you in a bad light, and it actually makes me very angry.
You have been to how many Bernie rallies now?
3.
And over what period of time did that take place?
2 days. The first night was just like real eye-opening for me. It was like a whole mind shift of my whole belief system of like how we could come together as a people.
Yeah.
We all want our kids to have a safe place to live. We all want our kids to have food. We all want our kids to have health care. Like there's no difference. We all need to fight together.
Yeah.
Because if we're fighting each other, we're not going to ever get anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Did you expect to walk out of here with a shirt?
I did not expect to walk out of here with a shirt.
That video was put together by More Perfect Union. You saw the label right there. And they talked to a bunch of these people that had communicated with Bernie Sanders and found that he was not the caricature that maybe they had heard he would be on Fox News. And you saw that one woman who now she's got the merch. She wants Bernie on her shirt. And that's awesome. Now, she actually dined with Bernie Sanders. They had a chance to actually hear his message, hear his policies, and it turned out to be quite persuasive. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about what Bernie spoke about in his rallies. He did do several rallies in Mingo County right there. They talked about healthcare. They talked about the actual struggles that people there in West Virginia were experiencing. And let's go now to that.
Talk about healthcare here in Mingo County. What's the story? I see a hand woman right here. Please stand up.
Hi, my name is Sheila Rose, and I ended up back in Mingo County where I grew up after a chronic illness paralyzed me about 4 years ago. I've come a long way since then, but anytime I need to see a specialist, it's a 2-hour trip. Anytime I need a referral to a new specialist, it's a 6-month wait. There is no way to stay healthy in Mingo County.
It's crying at the grocery store, choosing between paying a bill or having food in the cabinet or the refrigerator. It affects your health, and then you don't have health care. Child care is ridiculously expensive, so it's very stressful.
As they're talking about sort of core issues about healthcare, about the economy, and Bernie's listening, and he actually has policies that are intended to benefit these people. A lot of these people, by the way, are turning away from Donald Trump. Just earlier today, poll came out. Now, less than 50% of Republicans believe that America is going in the right direction. That just happened. Trump has dropped something like 20 points just so far in his administration. They see that on the economy, on all these topics, it's not shaping up the way they were told it would on the campaign trail, and even specifically on the coal stuff. And we'll end with this. Coal mining jobs decreased by over 13,000 during Trump's first term because he can say it's the best ever and we got to save it or whatever, but the market dictates that. It turns out it's just not true. Now that means that some people are going to be left behind, and they're not going to be saved by you just saying coal's the best and you can drop a bomb on it. You need actual government plans and policies to help these people. So anyway, we've thrown a lot out there. Brett, what do you make of Bernie's trip down there?
Americans are so starved for someone who listens to you and gives the response they have based on what they believe, period. And that's Bernie Sanders. Like, you don't have to like the guy and his policies or any of that, but a lot of folks just are like, please, someone stop lying to me. Someone stop acting. Someone stop giving me the canned answer that you memorized before you got here.
Yeah.
And that's what Bernie is, the person. Half the reason that a lot of people in like comedy hate each other is that they're jealous of how good the other one is. And they wish they were that good. Same goes for politics. So many people who just don't got it hate Bernie Sanders because he's got it. And what does he do? And you hear people like Theo Vaughn be like, I was hoping that maybe you and Trump would be on the same ticket. Because Trump is he's pathological, so he can very easily synthetically create the same thing that Bernie does. But Trump is just lying to you because that's like breathing to him. Bernie is like, at least the left has one or two people who can just be like, here's what we believe, and here's how your life will be better if we put it into action.
Yeah.
And that's what people respond to. And that's just step one. But for some reason, for reasons that are very easy to identify if you spend 5 minutes in politics, it's a step that like all the establishment politicians just can't take.
If you enjoyed that, make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming an actual member. But you're probably wondering, why the hell would I do that, John? First off, calm down. The stakes in this are very, very low. But also, when you click the join button and you become a member, you get access to bonus content that I make every week, and it's a ton of fun. You get access to tons of custom emojis and more besides that. By the way, if you join at tier 3, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself and other awesome people, and we always have a great time. By the way, you'll get all that going forward, but you also unlock years of the back catalog. That is literally 100 or more bonus clips, top 10 lists, debates, and more. What are you waiting for? Click the join button below. Your support powers our show, and we couldn't do it without you. Or at the very least, I wouldn't really want to try. Viewers like you keep me here. So thank you in advance for joining.